Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to another Monday morning activation where we jump in and get the week started out in an amazing place. I'm so glad you're here with us this morning. When I say us, I mean myself and Val Alino. Hello, Val. Welcome this morning. Guys, listen to me. This is going to be an amazing day. I just want you to know that Val and I are in an amazing place this morning. And the reason why is because life does not go the way we want it to. Life does not go exactly the way we want it to, which is why I'm so excited this morning for Val to start talking about the words grace and grow, because without them, my life would be so much different. Val, I'm going to let you jump in and take over and do what only you can do and get us started.
Thank you so much, Mike. Welcome everyone to this community of Monday morning activation with Val and Mike. We're super grateful to be here and that you show up, whether it's now or later. We are building a community. We are showing up, and we want to let you know that the more we grow together, we are graced with your presence and with opportunities in life to show up regardless. I'm going to dive into these two words. However, I do want to tell you that for Mike and I, we both had some really significant opportunities for growth yesterday and today. And for a minute, we were praying about it. How can we show up with grace this morning with all that is going on? And I'm going to tell you that we can. We can show up. We can continue to live our path despite of those stepping stones that might not be strong enough to hold us. Is that what we think? But we know we are graced with a divine guidance and love, and that we are graced also by the presence of being with one another, with having your own community and the community that we have built here. It is about showing up with your presence, and let your presence be the light, the activation that somebody needs this day. And so just like that, Mike and I show up with so much grace and love to you every Monday morning. And I'm going to tap into the music. And you know, if you are in a position to close your eyes, please do so, and just come with me in this present time and disconnect from anything or anyone that no longer serves you, and just take that deep breath this morning and exhale all that no longer belongs to you, and just get connected to this tone and to this moment, to your presence of having the wisdom to choose in and tap into this moment by breathing one more time and exhaling. And lastly, one more breath, and we let go and we connect with the beautiful words that were channeled through us, grace and grow. Both of them go hand in hand, and let's always remember that being graced by the presence of someone, or you being the grace to show up and have the ability to transform, shift a space, a momentum, or the well-being of someone is the most uplifting feeling that you might feel. And how grace evolves and shines within us to grow in ways that we never thought of. Sometimes is this grace like we have today, Mike and I, to show up and connect with the internal growth that we have, knowing that we are able to separate our pain and our challenges in life to be present at all times. And this does not mean that we dishonor how we feel. On the contrary, is that we are one with you, one with all, one with the divine, and we're able to be graced by the blessings of life, by the blessings of everyone being here, by the blessings of the connectivity and the energy that we emanate and grow when we are together and grace ourselves with the simple act of showing up. And in doing so, when you show up, your growth is exponential. Your growth emanates into the growth of others. And this is how grace and growth goes together, hand in hand, to lift us up and lead us in the way that we are supposed to go. And just like today, it might be a day for us, for you. If things are not going the way you expected, if things have shifted, have moved, have shaken you to the core, that you might feel that you don't have that infinite grace within you. Today, as we slowly come back into this time and space and open our eyes, I just want you to know that you are grace, and that every time you decide to show up just for yourself, you show up for others with the understanding that we are one. And it's beautiful when you can really feel that connection and live it every single day. My relationship with Mike has definitely been graced by the power of friendship and the power of prayer that we continue to do for each other. And every time we come here live, we say a prayer to intention source to work through us, to go to every corner of your heart and lift you up in activation so that you live with grace and grow in every direction that you must today, every day, every week, and every month, and at all times if you're in your life. So thank you so much for allowing me to come in today, for you being my medicine and my motivation this morning as I'm working with some personal stuff, and I'm just graced by your presence. Thank you, Mike. Please come on live and join me now. And you take it away,
Val.
love.
Yeah. You know, guys, when Val shared these words with me, all I could think of was growing in grace. What does it mean to grow in grace? You know, when we extend grace to people, what we're doing is we're showing them favor and approval that they haven't earned yet. Okay, we're giving people something, grace. We're gracing them with, right, favor and approval that they haven't earned yet. But I want you to know that grace does not mean forgiving or excusing fault or bad behavior. In fact, grace allows you to look at people with kindness and compassion regardless of those wrongdoings. You know, I was raised with do unto others as you would have them do unto you, which is basically extending grace, right? Because having grudges, right, and living in judgment distracts us from the things that it takes for us to live the life we want, right? It's difficult to live and be who you want and need to be when we're withholding grace, right? It takes listen, trust me, I know in my former life, up into 40, it takes a lot of mental energy to bear grudges and judge other people, right? Because when we're focused on negative emotions, we lose our ability to focus on accomplishing the things that matter most, our goals, our family, our future, right? Listen, it's my firm belief in life that extending grace to other people and to ourselves, right, directly affects our productivity in life, right? And when I mean extending grace to others and ourselves, you and I both know many people that are very, very good at extending grace to other people's, but aren't able to extend grace to their own selves. Showing grace is about showing grace to yourself first, right? Let me read you a few words. I'm going to share with you some words that are the opposite of grace. And this is almost unthinkable, these words, right? The opposite of grace: cruelty, disfavor, harshness, hatred, malevolence, meanness, unforgiveness, unkindness, ill will, animosity, hostility, antagonism, spitefulness, bitterness, resentment, malice, and disapproval. Just reading these words has a tendency just to drain the life out of me. Listen, we gain nothing, my friends. We gain nothing from these behaviors. In fact, these behaviors, the ones I just read, the opposite of grace, they completely empty our wells. They completely empty our life of grace. And when your grace well is empty, then you have none to give to anyone else. And listen to me, if you're like me, there are people around me that need me to show them grace, right? Did you know? I wanted to read this down. I don't want to get this wrong. Just one person choosing to extend grace. Ooh, I'm a little emotional, sorry. Just one person choosing to extend grace can change someone's life forever, right? If we listen to the social media, they want us to believe that we live in an angry, judgmental, hateful, and violent world. And I agree that there are things out there that would lead us to believe that, right? But the only way for us to overcome all that, the only way for me to live a positive, happy, enthusiastic life is to choose to live a life that's filled with grace for myself and for those around me, right? Kindness and compassion, not condemnation, not anger. This is who I want to be. How about you? I hope that's not true. I know that that's who you want to be as well. Okay? That's who I want you. I'll just say one last thing about growing and gracing. I love the word growing. In fact, I tell many people, my goal every year is to grow so much in that year that when I look back at who I was at the beginning of that year, I've grown so much I don't even recognize myself. I want to know that I'm also growing in grace, that I'm able to extend grace to the people I care about. I'm able to extend grace to the people that I love, but I'm also able to extend grace to everyone I come in contact with. Val, I'm going to let you come back with only the heart that you have. I'm going to let you close us out, okay?
Thank you so much for all that have been here. If this has been of grace to you, we please ask you to share the love and light by just clicking a button and encourage people to join us. Our only intention is to show up to you with grace and gratitude so that together we continue to grow, and just 10 minutes every Monday can really shift the way we start our day. So we thank you for being here. Please leave us your comments where you are visiting us from and just share away. And we hold you in prayer, gratitude, and grace so that you can go on with your day and your week and be a grace to yourself and others.
Bye-bye, guys. We love you. Have a